All right, man, peace. So, Floyd Mayweather Sr., the father of all-time great fighter Floyd Mayweather Jr., made an appearance with Colin Cowherd. Let's see what he has to say.
I've said it before, I think Floyd Mayweather will win the fight. Floyd will win every round. Conor McGregor will land almost no punches.
Yeah, you're saying that now because the fight's about to happen. When the fight was building up, you weren't saying that.
Floyd Mayweather Sr., now a boxing trainer and a former boxer, is sitting alongside us on the couch. Hello, sir. How are you?
How you doing?
I am good. I don't think the fight will be competitive. Please take a seat here if you could.
All right.
Pull that microphone right up. So they have changed gloves from 10 ounces to 8 ounces, Mr. Mayweather.
Yeah.
Who gets the advantage on that?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has the advantage on that. He's the one who's more accustomed to boxing style training. He's the one who's more accustomed to wearing those gloves. He's the one who understands where and how to hit his opponent more than Conor McGregor does. Of course, he has the advantage. Anything in the boxing ring, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has the advantage.
Well, first of all, you can't hit what you can't see. And Floyd is never right there in a particular place where you're going to just lay there where you can pound on him and hit on him and all that. He don't do that. He make you miss.
And so regardless
And make you pay.
And so my takeaway is smaller gloves mean Floyd, who's going to land more punches anyway, will just land more punches.
Exactly. You got it very correct.
Okay, now here's my question though. I don't think your son is taking this fight as seriously, and I don't blame him.
There's nothing to verify or validate that statement or that assertion. That's just something that he's saying just to say, maybe to provoke Floyd Mayweather Sr., maybe based on certain things that Paulie Malignaggi said in his interview. But Floyd Jr. is definitely taking this fight seriously. He takes every fight seriously. And that's part of the reason why Floyd always accentuates his record. That's more of a self-affirmation than anything else. Yeah, it's braggadocious, but that's something that he uses to self-affirm the inspiration that he has for that boxing endeavor that he always engages in. I mean, you got to have something to galvanize you, to make you want to keep going, and make you want to keep pushing. When you don't have that inspiration anymore, it gets stale, and you no longer are at your top. You're no longer your best self. And that's when you see guys start to fall off. Ali was not the same fighter after he lost to Joe Frazier. There was a period in the early 70s where he had trouble getting in shape for fights because he wasn't as motivated because he had lost. So this is why fighters always talk about how they're undefeated.
How can the world's greatest anything fighting an absolute novice take it as seriously? Michael Jordan did not take the Toronto Raptors as seriously as the Detroit Pistons. That's
not true. That's a complete lie. That's something that you're just saying just to say. There's no validation or verification for that. Obviously, in a team sport like basketball, where you have a playoff tournament, playoff games are going to raise the overall intensity. But Michael Jordan was renowned for bringing the same intensity in every regular season game. So that's erroneous.
When Tom Brady faces Peyton Manning, he's all in. How can Tom Brady see the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Easy. He goes out there and throws for 350 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he dominates, and he's chest bumping and helmet banging, and he does it all the time.
Your son can't possibly think he can lose this fight.
Floyd doesn't think he can lose any fight. That's why he's Floyd.
What's his training like?
His training is good.
Good, not great.
I'm saying it's good enough.
Okay, so are you admitting it's not the most intense training?
Well, I could say many times before it was better, but I'm saying here now, he's training good enough for a guy like this.
I wonder if Floyd Sr. is trying to sell the fight. Because I'm not buying that. I'm sorry, I'm not buying that Floyd is not training hard enough. Floyd Sr. is the one, if you guys remember, when Floyd Jr. was training for Robert Guerrero, Floyd Sr. is the one who told him to take, the foot off the gas in regards to how hard he was training and to train smarter. So I'm wondering if Floyd Sr. is engaging in a little chicanery right there.
Conor McGregor has only one chance, in my opinion. He has to go after Floyd.
No, he has one chance, and that's to land a shot that can wobble Floyd and hurt him, and hope that, with 2 years off and Floyd's age, maybe his punch resistance won't be as good. It has nothing to do with him coming forward. I think that Conor will punch himself out if he tries to exert himself too early in the fight.
The longer this fight goes, it's
and when he go at Floyd, that's when he gonna get all the daylight whooped out of him.
Because that's the only way to win, right? Like Conor's not going to win a 10-round fight.
He ain't gonna win a 10-round fight. He ain't gonna.
But
I'm gonna tell you, even if he fighting a 4-rounder, he ain't gonna win that either.
But he is bigger. He is quirky. He's a left-hander. Floyd's never fought anybody like this. He's different.
Nope. Let me explain something to you.
Okay, I want to hear this.
Nope. Floyd have fought many. He fought many left-handers, and no real problems.
Okay, what about this? Conor is going to try to make this a dirty fight.
And I don't see Conor being any more awkward than Robert Guerrero was. And I doubt on fight night if he's going to be faster than Robert Guerrero. I just don't see it. But we'll see. You never know. You don't underestimate anybody. But Floyd has fought a lot of quirky left-handed fighters.
Conor's thinking, listen, I'm going to beat Chippy. I'm going to hit him in the back. Rabbit punch. And that's going to throw... Floyd's going to get ticked off.
No. That's going to stop right there.
Why?
It's going to stop right there. Why? It's going to stop there, and guess what? Then we're going to throw a big suit at him.
A lawsuit?
Of course.
Absolutely. You don't think that wasn't already written in the contract? You got all these people talking about, the fight's going to happen and Conor's going to kick him in the head and knee him in the chest and all this other stuff. And I'm sure that stuff would cross Conor's mind, especially if he starts to get his ass whooped. But you better believe any decent manager, lawyer, or promoter is going to have it written into the contract that if you engage in any foolishness like that, you're going to lose 90% of your purse.
So you would sue Conor McGregor if he did that?
Of course you would. Why wouldn't you?
So you've already...
That ain't the way we planned it. We ain't planned it like that. He came in the box. That's what he thought he could do. But now you finna find out.
Is the Mayweather camp discuss the possibility of suing McGregor if he goes dirty?
No Mayweather discussed that. That's me. That's me.
So you will sue.
There's enough people around here suing everybody.
Floyd Sr. say he gonna launch his own lawsuit. If the man come at my son wrong, I'm gonna sue his ass off.
For nothing. And this is something that you can be screwed for.
So this would be something instead of nothing.
Exactly.
But you just told us, this seems to me to be news. You told me about 4 or 5 minutes ago that Floyd is training, but it's not his best training. Why was he so willing to go from 10 ounces to 8 ounces? Why would Floyd allow that?
To build up for the fight, and due to his confidence that Conor will most likely not be able to hit him. That's why. And, just to spur, just to give Conor, make it look more even. Because people are talking about how it's 10 ounces and he purposefully wanted it to be a 154-pound fight so that it would be 10 ounces because he's so scared of Conor's power. Give me a fucking break. I even heard Shannon Sharp with his silly ass saying that last week or earlier this week, whenever it was. Come on, Skip. We all knew Floyd wanted 154 pounds because, he had fought a while. I'm like, come on, man. Give me a fucking break already with that. Reason why Floyd wanted at 154 is because he hasn't come down to 147 in 2 years. He probably started to walk around at about 162, 163, and he didn't want to have to cut all that weight. That's all it was really about. Floyd is not worried about Conor's power, so that's why he took it down to 8 ounces.
Why would Floyd do that? He's the champ. Why would he do that gimmicky stuff?
What do you mean? Letting...
it's kind of gimmicky. Floyd's the man. Why would he allow that silliness?
Well, you know what?
All you gotta say is because he can do what he wants. He can make it look like it's a closer competition than what it is by saying it's going to be an 8-ounce fight or 8-ounce glove fight, right? He might even come back and say, "Oh, we're gonna shrink the ring," things to make fans believe that the fight actually is going to be competitive. He's a businessman. It's not. Look, we already know most of these sports talking heads. They're going to be contrarians to Floyd no matter what he does. If he would have kept it at 10 ounces, they would have said, "Why wouldn't he bring it down to 8 ounces? Is he scared?"
That should tell you one thing.
What's it tell me?
It should tell you one thing. That the guy don't have what it takes. I'm just telling you.
Who, Floyd or Conor?
Conor don't have.
Why the fuck would it be Floyd that he's talking about? Come on, Colin, get it together, man.
Don't have what it takes. Because I'm just telling you. Floyd is much faster still.
Yes.
Still at his age right now, he's much faster. I'm faster than Conor.
He is faster than Conor. I saw him and Conor at the press conference, and Senior started throwing those jabs and shadow boxing. Yo, Senior can't throw. He can't throw punches, but for about a minute. But that's a hard minute. You know what I'm saying? Like them old dudes that hit on them young women. I give you the best minute and a half of your life.
I'm faster than Conor right now, today.
I think you're right. I don't doubt any of that. I think Floyd's going to win the fight, win every round. I doubt Conor lands 2 punches. But why would Floyd allow smaller gloves? Is that just, let's be honest. Does he want to sell more tickets?
No, I'm not saying that about Floyd. I think that if Floyd allowed him to do it, Floyd's the man.
Mm-hmm.
If Floyd allowed him to do it, Floyd know what he's doing. He done fought in 8 ounces many a times. He fought in 8 ounces more than he ever fought in 10 ounces.
Okay, so he's comfortable with that.
Some of the questions from these media people are so ridiculous. You should actually have to do some research and have some knowledge of the topic or the subject that you're speaking about before you interview these people. This is why, the subjects of these interviews, they have so much disdain for the media. Why is it that you don't know that the standard glove weight for a 154-pound fight is 10 ounces? Why is it that you don't know that the standard glove weight for an 8-ounce fight, for a 147-pound fight, is an 8-ounce glove? Why don't you know that already? Skip Bayless embarrassed himself when Floyd Mayweather Sr. went on their show, and he asked him what a poll counter was, and Skip Bayless is the guy who gets on TV and says that he was taught that judging a boxing round, you give the round to whoever is the aggressor. That shows you right there that he knows nothing about boxing. And that shows you right there why people don't trust the media in general. Because people are no longer reporting. They're just spouting off their vain opinion.
You go find out. I'm just telling you. Don't you listen to me. Look at TV.
Okay, when we got this video about Paulie Malignaggi was the sparring partner, and Conor knocks him down, and there's that video was out there. Dana White released the footage of Conor knocking down his sparring partner. What did you make of that? What did that mean to you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. That was a joke, man. Them two, neither one of them can fight.
That's what I saw. Look, nothing against Paulie. Paulie's a great boxing announcer, but he can't fight for shit. He can't fight if his life depended on it. He's a little Italian dude, who's tough. He got a good chin, talks a gang of shit, and can't fight. He just can't. Like I said, every top-level fighter Paulie's ever fought, not only did he lose, he got his ass completely wazazazed. All right?
Now, come on.
Look, man, I'm being real for you, man. You told if you got me here, man, I'm being real with you, man. They cannot fight either one of them.
Seems a bit harsh. Okay.
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah, it's harsh, but it's true.
All right, you keep it. Okay, now, I want a prediction. I don't want you to give me all fluff. Prediction what's going to happen. I want one right now. A real prediction. You've been honest with me. You said you might sue. You said it's not a fight. I want honesty. Prediction.
Floyd wins.
Well, what that doesn't mean. Of course he wins. Of course he wins. Does he win quick? Does he win knockout?
I'm I'm the one that can't tell you that, because if it was me, I would tell you right now. What round I knock him out and everything else. But hey, right now, this is somebody else.
Okay, has Floyd told you privately? Has he told you he wants to knock him out?
No, he has not.
Has he told you he's ticked off at Conor? Conor made some jokes that were very pointed, and many people said inappropriate.
Well, whatever he said, that
Kind of
that
offensive.
ticked him off.
Right.
Well, you know,
Yeah, look, man. I love Floyd Senior, but he take an hour to answer a minute question. You know, look. At the end of the day, it don't matter who's talking shit. They fight in August 26th. All right. It's not that big a deal. No, is Floyd going to go for the knockout? I believe he will, based on how weak he sees Conor as being. Floyd is not somebody who's just going to go for knockouts. He's going to approach his opponent based on the status of his opponent at a particular point in the fight. If the opponent still seems strong, if he's still coming forward, if he's not breathing that hard, if Floyd is looking at him on his stool in between rounds and he's still alert, Floyd is going to remain patient. When he sees signs of vulnerability or weakness, he's going to press the action.
Fuck, will give him something else to be ticked off about.
Okay.
And I think you know what it's gonna be. I think you know what it is, don't you?
What?
Hey, whooping.
You didn't have to whisper that. You could have screamed that out, actually. You think he's going to kick his arse?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right. By the way, I appreciate you telling us. You were very honest about this. It's not Floyd's best training, but you said it's good enough.
Well,
you can't tell me Floyd's looking at Conor thinking, boy, I could lose this fight.
No. Look, man.
Senior got to be careful about some of the things that he says on TV also. Because at the end of the day, your son is going into combat. You can't come on TV, even if you're sincere and say, oh, well, my son is not looking at that great in training, even if it's true. Like, these are the type of reasons why him and Floyd Jr. have these fallouts, because he talks too damn much.
First of all, Conor, they showed the whole world is A. And I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And guess what?
You don't think he can fight?
It ain't nothing.
Yeah, he can't fight.
He can't fight.
Floyd Mayweather Sr., thank you for stopping by, sir. Back in a second in L.A., it's the Herd.
So that's it on that. That's Floyd Mayweather Sr. Giving his take on the looming fight between his son and Conor McGregor. Anyway, peace.